I'm Bob Burns. I'm a landowner near Piedmont, South Dakota. We live on some land that my great-grandfather acquired in the late 1800s. As time went on, nothing was really done to manage the property until after my father passed away in '69, and I got control, and I had taken forestry classes in college, and they put me in touch with some people that could help me with thinning, and we started doing those, maybe a small project every year. A non-thin forest like ours was when I inherited it has several issues. One, it's not growing. They're frozen in time. We have trees that are 150 years old that are 5 inches in diameter because they're just crowded out. And they are like a time bomb. Forest fires are going to happen. Lightning storms come, and they're going to start forest fires. Sometimes you can get them under control if they hit a healthy forest that's thinned, but if they hit a dog hair stand, it just explodes, just like happened in our Stagebarn Fire. And those flames were uncontrollable, going 200 feet in the air and spreading like wildfire. In 1994, a lightning caused a forest fire to start on Forest Service property just north of our property. I was working in Wyoming on a job. I came back in late afternoon and I saw the smoke, and I drove up into Stagebarn Canyon, and volunteer firefighters were there, and they said, "Don't worry about it, everything's under control." And the Forest Service had started bringing people in because, unbeknownst to us, it was growing. And Mary convinced me to, let's go down to the end of the road and see what that glow in the distance is, and we could see flames going up 200 feet in the air. One thing that fire did is it showed us the advantage of good forest practices. The state had helped us put in a fuel break, which is just thinning the trees out to a good distance, just leaving the tall trees in. So if a fire reached that fuel break, it was 150 feet wide. It went from one end of our property to the other. The fire would drop to the ground and wouldn't be up in the treetops, which is the dangerous type of fire. When the fire hit that fuel break, it dropped to the ground, just like they had planned. Several houses had been evacuated, but no houses were lost, primarily because of that fuel break. And it really convinced us that we needed to really make our forest fire safe. That is one of the important things about having a thin forest, is fire protection, but also forest health. Having a forest that's, the trees are spaced enough to let rainfall actually reach the forest floor. You can have grass and shrubs growing up for wildlife habitat. To have a variety of landscapes, like our clear cut, where we have nothing but hardwoods growing. We have areas where we fenced off for the aspen to grow, and we try and keep the pine trees out of those. Pine trees are one of the remarkable trees in the Black Hills because they regenerate on a phenomenal basis. The complete area of the Stagebarn Fire came back with regeneration with up to 6,000 trees per acre in maybe 10 years. You'll have some forest fires in the Black Hills where they burn so hot that there is no regeneration right away. But typically that regeneration comes back pretty fast. And controlling that is one of the main occupations of a private landowner in the Black Hills, is to keep those forests clean, thinned, and healthy. Private landowners really have a responsibility not only for the health of their forest, but the health of their neighbor's forest. A fire doesn't stop at your property line. If you have a mismanaged forest with dog hair that's basically going to go up in flames in a torch, it's going to spread to the neighbor's property. It's hard for private landowners to really know what to do, and to trust hiring someone to come in and thin their forest. That can be a scary thing for a landowner. When we had our last timber sale, we had several people that hike up there that were a little concerned about what it was going to look like because they enjoyed hiking through the forest. It was a beautiful place. Afterwards, the viewscapes were opened up. You really couldn't tell, if you didn't know there was a lot of trees there before, that any were removed. And it's just a much more enjoyable place to walk through.